Let me tell you what I use as a criteria as to whether or not a gel is like good for me or not. Today I'm going to be talking about my experience using SCURL. So I also want you guys to know on your gray hair journey and whatever products that you use. You don't have to be a product junkie. You don't have to try everything that comes out. If you try something once, give it a couple of times before you figure out whether or not it's for you. Or sometimes the product combinations make a difference. I use my Kinky Curly leave-in as per usual. There's the SCURL activator. I got the blue one, and that's the small wet line extreme gel. And what I like about this gel is that it is clear, which is really great for our gray hair to help it to not have any issues with tinting. When I first put it in my hair, I don't know what I was expecting. I was expecting maybe for there to be a little bit more slip to it, but it isn't a gel. It is an activator. It's something that you put on before you apply your gel. Now, if I compare this SCURL to my Uncle Funky's daughter that I use, that's also like a curl activator. I definitely hands down love the Uncle Funky's better. But yeah, it did give a little bluish tint if you can tell on my ends. But by the time my hair dried, I didn't have any coloring, because I know some of you might be concerned with that. Is it gonna, make my hair blue? Blue is actually a good color if you are growing out your gray hair. Besides purple shampoo, if you're having some like copper or brassy tones, you can also use a bluish type shampoo or conditioner to be able to offset that. I mean, it didn't do a bad job of, getting that curl in. And then the wet line, I know a lot of you, let me know in the comments if you use that gel, Wet Line Extreme. There's a couple of them similar to Eco Styler, like different levels of hold. So let me know which one of them that you guys have tried. That also was like that wasn't my favorite. I prefer the Aunt Jackie's Curl Boss and Don't Shrink Gel, definitely. But I'm open to trying new things, especially to let you guys know, because maybe you don't like Aunt Jackie's Curl Boss, but you'd like to try another gel for hold. I usually start with the perimeter of my hair first and let that sink in there, and then from there I do my white patch the last. So you guys let me know what you think in the comments of this, because as I'm looking at it, I mean, it gave me good definition. Now let me tell you what I use as a criteria as to whether or not a gel is like good for me or not. Slip is the number one thing as I'm applying it in my hair. And then the really big factor is how long does my hair last in that wash and go? Is it gonna last a long time? So as you guys can see, I'm all finished putting it in my hair. Another reason why I like short hair, that took me maybe about 20 minutes to apply the SCURL as well as the wet line. It did give me definition. It did give me a good hold. My hair didn't feel as moisturized as it usually does when I use my Curl Boss and my Kinky Curly and Uncle Funky's. So you guys let me know what you think. So yeah, let me know if you guys have tried the SCURL activator before. I can't say that it's going to stay in my staples list of products that I like, but I am happy that I tried it, because you don't know that you'll like something or not unless you try it. So you have to be willing and open to trying new things. And the wet line is maybe something I might try again, because like I said, I love the fact that it's clear. It's just that maybe, and the reason why I'm not giving up on the wet line is because maybe with the SCURL, it wasn't like the best combination, but maybe I could try it with my Uncle Funky's daughter, or I can try it with, maybe I could try it with the Don't Shrink Gel. Because another thing I'm noticing, if you're a person who does wash and goes like me and you like definition, sometimes I have gels that give me really great definition, but lots of shrinkage. And so that's another thing I noticed with this style. You can't tell here. You couldn't tell from the video, but like a couple of days later, like the shrinkage was really, really tight. Not to my liking, but lately my really good combo that I've been loving is the Aunt Jackie's Don't Shrink Gel on top of the Kinky Curly Custard. Let me know if you guys do wash and go or not, and if you do you only use one gel? You don't have to use two like me. A lot of people wonder how I'm able to define my curls the way that I do, and I'm pretty much just letting you know how I achieve that style. I promise you I don't have a beauty supply store of of products in my house. I may have more than the average person. I was able to break away from that initial product junkyism. Because before I was like, oh man, if so and so tried this and their hair looks awesome, then I can try it too. And yeah, no. I have tried my hand at making a braided wig or braided cap. I can't say it's a wig. So I picked up some gray hair from the beauty supply store, some gray braids. But yesterday I put it together, and something that I wanted to tell you guys, I tell you a lot about the fact that when you're doing this gray hair journey, there's a lot of trial and error. And I know some may not want to hear that. It's like you could be so used to either relaxing your hair or dyeing your hair and having a routine that you're used to, and going gray could feel like it just messed up your flow of things and you don't want to have to do anything extra. Even when it comes to just learning new things like me trying this style, I had to be open to the fact that I go on YouTube, I see the videos, and I'm like, oh, I could do this. And it's totally different in real life when you're trying to do it as opposed to watching someone's video. So this one wasn't a fail, but it wasn't as easy as the video that I watched. This headband is from Cantu, the Cantu brand. In your local Target, they have like two of these. And let me tell you why this headband is everything. First of all, the headband is nice and soft, so it protects my edges. It's not like a cottony material. It has a little bit of satin finish to it. And it is covering my roots and covering what's going on under here. So I want you guys to know you could look at somebody and be like, oh, wow, I want that look, or I want exactly the way that it is, but you don't know all the stuff that went on behind the scenes to be able to achieve that look. So again, as I always say, watch your videos with a grain of salt. You know, keep in mind all of the different factors that can affect the result being exactly the same. And it doesn't always have to be exactly the same. What I love about YouTube is so many creative YouTubers out there making up styles. Maybe a lot of you are at home and you can't get to the hair salon, or you don't feel like doing your hair, but you still want to look cute. Maybe you have a Zoom party or something like that that you want to go to and you want just a cute style. This is something, that you can think of. And I want to give a shout out to Naturally LA, my sister, and my mom. I was like, guys, help me figure out what to do with this hair because I wanted to show you guys something that I created. Help me get this together. So I'm not going to spin around because this is literally like, it was one of those things. You ever have a hairstyle where like it's held together by pins or you can't move too much? And that's okay if those are the kind of styles that you come up with these days because you're not really seeing one another in person. Guys, thank you so much. Please leave any questions that you have in the comments, any video suggestions or topics you'd like me to go over. I want to let you know too, for those of you who want a little bit more in-depth answers to your questions that you may email or comment on my videos about, I am offering consultations. So if you are interested in that, please send me an email at nina@naturallygraceful.com and I'll be happy to let you know more about that. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.